welcome back to another build challenge in The Sims 4. My name is Sid, and we do fun builds and challenges like this on this channel all the time related to The Sims 4. This is Lilsimsie's new shell challenge. You guys were commenting, asking if I was gonna do it. I think she did this one on stream. It's called the Dino Shell Challenge because I think, yeah, the bottom floor, like the first floor looks like a little dino. There's actually 3 floors to this. We've got the top floor, main floor, and then down below we have a basement. So we're gonna have to include this little room down here somehow. So I think what I'm gonna try and do first is roof it. So I'm gonna go in with a gabled roof, and I'm just gonna kind of like go with what I think like instinctively, I guess. Basically, I'm trying to look for bump outs, any like shapes that I can see that I think are gonna like match my roofing. At this stage in the game, it's kind of hard because like you don't know what way is gonna be like the front for your build. So I'm gonna just like play around and see what we can come up with. There are quite a few bump outs on this. I've done a few Lilsimsie shell challenges in the past on this channel, and this one might be the hardest yet. I feel like normally there's like a few bump outs here and there, but this one has a lot going on. I think if we do it like that, this could be my front here. I might actually even bring this big roof piece over so it's covering there, and this can be like a balcony. I have something in mind that I want to build today. We're going colorful, and I want to do like an art deco kind of style. I want to use the Decor to the Max kit. It's pretty funky, so I'm excited to get inside, but I want to reflect that on the outside too. So I was thinking about just doing like a regular family home today, but I'm not in that kind of mood. I'm thinking pink for the exterior. Stay with me. It's gonna be pink, but I want to make sure that it's still kind of modern. We're gonna bring down the roofing a little bit, and I'm gonna put on like a metal paint, I think from Eco Lifestyle. Like I think this could look good today. It's gonna look a little crazy at first, but trust me, okay? I have a vision. So just lowering all these other roof pieces down to match the angle that I just put. And back here, I was thinking about putting a chimney here, but I'm gonna shrink this as small as I can get it, like a 1-tile little roof piece. And we're just gonna stick it on there, bring in all of the like parts that are hanging over. And I think I'm just gonna make like the world's tiniest little skylight. It's cute. In the back here, I think I'm gonna roof this off. I was going to do a balcony, but I think back here, we're gonna just keep it nice and simple. I can actually even just copy and paste the roofing that I have and bring it down. I recently found this in Jungle Adventure. It's this solid concrete, and I love the texture on it. Like I wanna do modern for the most part, but I really like how that stone texture looks on this house. It gives it something other than just a regular like white wall. I'm gonna put this at a medium wall height, I think. And then what I wanna do is actually make my own fence. So we're gonna carve it out. I'm gonna make that flooring area that I want. And then I'm gonna go in, and I think I'm gonna find a snowy escape like railing thing. This here, and we're gonna go with a beige color. We're gonna make sure BB.move objects is on. I'm gonna just follow along this fence here with my snowy escape bars. Then we're gonna have a leftover fence that we just made right there. I think I'm gonna do the same thing on the top floor, like right here. So again, just following along the fence here. I don't know if they intended for this item to be so versatile when they put it out, but I use this thing in different ways all the time. Also, if you have trouble like I have right here, I'm gonna just delete those walls just for a second. Lilsimsie, do not shoot. No one tell her that we just deleted the wall, okay? No, don't tell her. All right, I have this really cool hack in mind. I'm actually gonna raise this up first, make sure my fence comes with me. Okay, we're good. I wanna go in and get an archway. I'm thinking the one from Cats and Dogs. This one here, and I'm gonna put it right at the front, maybe 2. Then what I'm gonna do is go in and build a wall behind it like this. And at this point, I feel like I should show you pictures of the style that I'm going for so you can kind of visualize. So you see a lot of like round kind of shapes, archways like this. I'm gonna try and mimic that. I'm gonna go into Eco Lifestyle, grab these vertical lines, and I'm gonna just put them behind in that little room that I just carved out so that you can see them from the archway. And what we're also gonna do is go and get a hanging plant. I'm gonna use this one here from the Blooming Rooms kit, and I'm gonna make sure that it's right in front of those things that I just put, and we'll angle it so it doesn't look too repetitive. I think also from the Blooming Rooms kit, I'm just gonna put these in there for a little bit of extra like dimension in there. All right, those are gonna go all over my house, and I know it's gonna look a little weird right now, but I think it'll look really cool once it's all pulled together. So going with that same round shape, now I can find like these base game round windows. We can put that up top. Actually, maybe I'll move those ones over here, and we can use a smaller get to work window. I do feel like this is becoming my front, so I'm gonna copy and paste this roof and bring it across a little bit so so there's something extra kind of happening here. And actually, I am gonna bring in all of these little adjusters here just to make sure that my overhangs aren't coming over. If you attempt this challenge and struggle with the roofing, don't feel bad because I have to. That's so much better. Okay, we're gonna do a cats and dogs foundation, but I'm gonna change this part here into a deck, like what I've been doing, this new hack. I didn't know that you could do 2 different foundations, so I've been overdoing this for so long. Let's do a door right here, and then we can have our stairs leading up like that. I'm gonna have to delete my makeshift fence. And another trend that I'm seeing in the kind of style that I want to do today is like these lights, like the circle lights, very retro kind of looking. Other elements I could bring out here, I can bring these eco lifestyle lines to the side as well. And up here, I can add the furniture in the style that I'm thinking. Like I can do these out here, and I'm thinking I can do like a palm tree maybe. Let's do the one from Paranormal right behind. And then on that note, I want another big plant, like maybe this one here from the Oasis Courtyard kit, or I know there's another one too from the movie Hangout stuff pack. Like this one, I could put at the front. Maybe I'll put my mailbox like right here. We'll do another seating area, but a dream home decorator moment instead. So we'll have these chairs, and I'm picturing actually Tiny Living has this weird table that I always forget about. It's this one. It's actually a little bit too big. It's meant to be a bar table, so these like dining chairs won't really add up to it, but I'm gonna have it there just for show. Your Sims will still be able to sit there and like put stuff on the table anyway. We'll pull it together with a small plant on there, and okay, I feel like the base for this house is coming together. I need to do the back of it and our landscaping, which I really want to add palm trees, which I think I have to move if we do that. I'm building in Brindleton Bay, and I just don't see the palm tree vibe here, you know? So I moved to Tortosa. This changed the whole vibe. This is what our house turned out like. I think it looks so cute. We've got our landscaping around the back. Nothing too crazy going on back there, but now that we're on like the water and the beach, the whole vibe like brings it together. I think I prefer this lighting. It's just so freaking bright, but look how cool. Okay, now we can go inside. I was kind of playing around with the floor plan. I almost forgot about the basement. Can you imagine? Oh my God, the comments would be insane. That would be so embarrassing if I ended this challenge and I did not put the basement. I'm gonna put flooring and wallpaper down here so that we don't forget. After the Not So Berry Town build series, I don't want to see a basement ever again. But okay, so we're gonna have the basement, we're gonna have our main floor here, we're going to have a bathroom, and see what I did with these archways. I realized that then that meant I had no windows in my whole house. So I added these behind the archways so I can still see like the little details and stuff, and you can still see through it, which I think looks pretty cool. And then upstairs, we're gonna have our hallway here. We're gonna have another bathroom and 2 bedrooms. So quite a decent amount of space here. So let's start on the main floor. Let's go and get our living room out of the way. I'm thinking like a pink and green house. We're gonna go in with these. Actually, maybe I'll do the smaller version there. Like these can go along there, and then these ones can kind of like fit. And even though the sides aren't exposed, your Sims can kind of like get in there this way, like they go on top of it. So that's still gonna be fine. Right here, I think I could get away with a decor to the max mirror. And then in the middle, I want to play around with like diagonal shapes in this build. So I'm gonna go and get maybe a coffee table. I'm thinking like this one here, but I want to turn it this way. So our living room is gonna be in this corner, and we can pull it together with, I think, some circle rugs. If I can get the swatches right, like we could go in with maybe this and like another color here. Like that, we could keep it neutral. And then I just need a picture for this like awkward spot in the back. I also have those lights hanging there for a little bit more decor. And for the front, let's do Jungle Adventure mirror, and we can bring in possibly the decor to the max, like flamingo. Is this a flamingo? I don't think that's the flamingo. What are you? A peacock? Oh my God. Right? I gotta go. Okay, the bird is there. And again, I'm just gonna bring in those round shapes wherever possible. And now that we're like committing to this, any square tables I feel are gonna look kind of weird. So everything is going to be rounded. Okay, so we got that area coming along. Let's spin around and try and do the kitchen maybe like over here. Let's do like a funky city living light possibly above here. That's gonna brighten up this corner. Then we can go in and get our green again. See, I feel like I'm gonna continue to use like this green color, which is gonna be okay because my walls are so colorful. And I think I'm gonna wrap my kitchen around this way all the way up to the bathroom like that. Oh, that's gonna bug me. Why is there not a little blippy thing on that side? That's okay. You know what? Maybe these Sims that live here aren't overly cook happy. So we can go and get this here from Dream Home Decorator. I actually kind of feel like that fits the vibe anyway, and it hides that spot. And then I think also for my dining table, I want to do another like diagonal moment. Like we can even mirror it over here. We can use like this table there, and then hopefully that won't block off my ladder space. And for our chairs, we'll continue on with that like a green color here. We're gonna pull that together with a rug on a diagonal as well. And I think I also want to put some fun plants in the corner if I can. As long as this space is not covered, then our Sims are gonna be able to get back there. So I think we could bring the paranormal plant back there. Maybe we could use this one here as like our centerpiece there. And I love how you can see that in the background too. Cool. And then in the corner, I'm gonna bring one of these counters again, and I'm just gonna like squeeze that back there, and we can put maybe like a coffee maker on there or something. There. Okay, I really like this. Let me grab, I think we need like clutter for this. This is like a sherbet like dreamland. Maybe we should do an ice cream shop downstairs. Because I have room here too, I'm actually gonna grab one more counter. We could do an island like right beside this window here, just because I had the extra room for it, and then we can bring it together again with those green chairs. I feel like we're doing pretty good though. I'm gonna try and do my bathroom, which is just gonna be a small bathroom for this floor. The only thing we're gonna be able to fit in here really is just gonna be a toilet and a sink, so just a guest bathroom. We do have another bigger one upstairs too. And I need a window in here. My idea on the outside was cool, but I'm lacking the windows all over the place now. So in my bathroom, I'm just gonna find like a small window that I can put up top, like that one maybe. So this is what the downstairs ended up looking like. We've got our dining table over to this side with our plants over there, our ladder. Then we have our kitchen over here with our oven, our little laptop. I added our smoke detector and our trash can in there, and our living room over to this side. All right, we're ready to go upstairs. Let's go up before we do the basement. And since downstairs we use so much of Dream Home Decorator, I'm gonna use the Decor to the Max furniture up here. I really love this stuff. I love using it just like in regular homes. I know in the trailer it was like extra patterns and all that stuff, but I feel like you don't have to do it like that to enjoy this pack. I mean, we're definitely going bold with like our colors here, like I get that, but with all the patterns, and they use like every single item in the one room in their like trailer, and I was like, okay. Oh, this with this table here, that's kind of cool. And we can change the color of this so it matches. We can add some pictures on this wall. I'm thinking tiny living with those like pink swatches they have. We can do dog in a sweater and like a flower or something. There we go. On this side, we'll do a hallway table. I can grab some pictures to like put up there. Ah, those plants match perfectly. Those are from Discovery University, the little succulents. There, and I actually used some cool kitchen lights above. I feel like they have like a retro kind of feel, so I put those right above. And let's do this bathroom here, which I put those plant lights in there again. This way they can go around my bathtub, and I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple for in here. Ooh, vintage glamour rug could look cute. And we could do a toilet on this wall. I want to keep this one pretty open. The whole house is like not really overly cluttered. It's just very bold. So I'm gonna try and bring that element, that same kind of aesthetic into the bathroom and the bedrooms when we furnish them. There, we've got some Dream Home Decorator plants in here. I have my yellow towel kind of like poking out of there. I like this. And my lights, which when I zoom in, they kind of go away, which sucks. I'm like, no, my decor. Okay, so there we go. Let's do a bedroom next. We've got two here, but that one has a balcony. So let's do this one first. So keeping with the rounded furniture, I'm gonna try and use that there from Dream Home Decorator, or even like this one could look good. Maybe I'll put that one in there. Or we could go with Get Famous and try and bring in that kind of element there. Ooh, I like that one actually. And then I can combine these tiny living mirrors here so that there's like something funky going on with those. I'm sort of like furnishing these two at the same time because I feel like some stuff looks better with the pink, so I'm bringing that in here. Like this clock here, I kind of prefer to be in this room, so that's gonna go there. This one's gonna have a double bed too, so let's find a bed. I definitely thought these bedrooms were gonna be a little bit bigger than they actually are, so that's kind of my fault. Like I didn't really intend to have the single bed in this room, but whatever. So we've got our bed there, I have a clock there. I'm like going back and forth between these two. This room is ending up so much more colorful than the other one. I think this one's gonna be almost done. I'm gonna leave it pretty simple on this side, I think. Maybe I could add like a poof or something, like just a little super colorful poof right there. All right, this bedroom I really like. I have a whole bunch of plants in here, tons of color going on. I feel like this would be like the designer of the house. And then this one over here is more like muted. I don't know about this room. I changed the wallpaper a bunch of times. There are elements I like about this room, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like stuck here. But we do have to do downstairs the basement still. So let's go all the way down. Where did it go? What should we do downstairs? I'm gonna add the ice cream machine, obviously. I wish it looked a little cooler than that though. Like, we're gonna make a little ice cream parlor downstairs and like that's all we have for it. No, we gotta do something cool down here. What if they really love karaoke? What if this is an ice cream karaoke basement? As long as that doesn't poke through my floor, which I'm pretty sure we're good. The only thing about the karaoke machine is it's so bulky, I feel. Is this like on a platform? That's evil. Okay, I'm not gonna change it, but dang, that is evil. Ice cream karaoke basement. Let's bring our chairs this way. We could do kind of like a seating area where you would watch. Ooh, maybe it is a retro popcorn machine bar. I really wish I could put the popcorn machine on here. Okay, I just got carried away and this ended up looking pretty cool. So I've got my seating area over there. I added this music light here from City Living. We have our bar, we have our ice cream area over here, and we've got our karaoke machine. So karaoke ice cream basement, I mean, I'm pretty on board with that. I think this whole house turned out pretty cool. I hope you guys like this. I personally love this house. I love the interior, the color scheme that we used, and that is what our Lilsimsie shell challenge looks like this time. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna put this on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta if you want to download it. Again, you can find Lilsimsie's shell challenge on her gallery under Lilsimsie, the Dino shell challenge. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.